Now back here in studio on Cleveland Browns Daily, joined by new tackle Hakeem Adeniji joining us. Hakeem, thank you so much for taking the time. Take us through the process in terms of how it became this being the landing spot for you to play next season in the NFL.
It was pretty smooth. Like there was interest there, and familiar with this team, and talked to my agent, and seemed like a good fit, and so we got things rolling, and nothing too detailed. It was pretty straightforward.
You like me, I like you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah,
it is a seamless thing to do. Now, obviously, the Browns' new offensive line coach, Andy Dickerson, Bill Callahan, went to go play with his son, go coach for his son. In Tennessee. Have you gotten to meet Coach Dickerson, and what are your initial impressions?
Yeah, I just got to meet with Coach Dickerson not too long, and it was a great meeting, and I loved his energy, and I'm really excited to get to work with him.
What is it? How aware were you, if at all, of the quality of offensive line play that's been played here in the last decade or so plus, even going all the way back to Joe Thomas, and then obviously with Wyatt and Joel being all pros or Pro Bowl players, and Conklin was an all pro. So we've had a great lineage of guys on the offensive line. How cognizant were you of that at the time of making the decision?
Very cognizant. It's hard not to be being in the division before, obviously, and then Coach Callahan, knowing how great he is and revered within like O-line circles. So, I mean, you got Joe Thomas, you got Batonio and Conklin and all those guys. So like it's pretty obvious for all of those guys within the community. So
you've obviously played in big games, had a lot of success with the Cincinnati Bengals, all the way to the AFC Championship game, Super Bowl, all of it. What does it take for a football team to get there? And I'm sure you want to get right back. So did that also factor in your decision with the Browns, that you thought this was a team that could make that kind of a run? Oh,
most definitely. One, you got to have the guys, and obviously you look up and down the roster, and you look at what was done last year with even with the injuries, and you got to have a head coach, which I mean obviously you have here, and so you have all those elements and all those pieces, and it's just about coming together and persevering through the ups and downs in the season, and seeing last year, seeing how they were able to do it, and I think it's pretty evident what can be done here.
Yeah, there's a sense of, look, I mean, the whole division, we were talking off air. I mean, this whole division, it's one you're very familiar with. Like, all the teams are quality. All of them were ultra aggressive in the offseason. All of the teams are better than they were 2 weeks ago. You know what that's like. You were in this thing in Cincinnati, but you look at what's happened here, like you're signing up for something. You sign up to play in the AFC North.
Man, yeah, it is. The AFC North is crazy, but it's fun. It's such a fun division to play in because any game, anything can happen. There's no favorites. Like, you go in there, it's gonna be physical. You're gonna grind it out. The fans are gonna be crazy. The weather might be crazy, but like you're in for a game.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Does it also help a tackle when you're looking for a home to say, I'm going to go on where the defensive player of the year is, so then I only have to deal with him in practice now? Does that help out a little bit?
Sure, you can say that. I mean, obviously, like, again, like within O-line circles, you know how great of a player that Miles is, and physical specimen to do all the things that he does is insane. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's something that we saw last year even. I mean, because there's these battles that you're signing up for that'll come in training camp, the good on good stuff, the reps that happen in the offense and defensive line, because there's such pride in both of those rooms. Yeah. It's an iron sharpens iron approach. We saw it last year in camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's elite versus elite every single time out there.
Oh man, for sure. And just getting to this level, like guys are competitive, and I'm competitive, and you want to go out there and improve. Like, you're at the highest level, but you want to, take your game as far as it can go. And so those are things that you look forward to and that you prepare for and drive you and push you. So it's a blessing for sure.
So we had a little research done for us. So your mom was a television anchor in Nigeria before you guys moved.
Oh boy,
moved to Dallas. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you born in Nigeria?
No, I was born in Dallas.
Born in Dallas. Okay.
Yeah.
So was mom like a big star back there?
I guess so. Like, I wasn't around.
Do you have any video? Have you seen her? Like,
I haven't.
No.
I have
oh
not.
Man, we got some archives.
I'm not surprised though. She can talk a lot, so it doesn't surprise me. She can definitely. It adds up.
That's good. That's good. And obviously, this is a team, you know, David Njoku, we've got a lot of guys.
Yeah.
With some similar backgrounds to yours as well. Is that something that helps you in a locker room when you come into a brand new locker room like this? Because you've done that, you know, last year you go into Minnesota's and now you're coming to Cleveland.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we have a big Nigerian community. We always try to stick together and rally around each other just because, you know, similar upbringings, a lot of similarities and things that we do, and we all take pride in that, and we all know, like, the work that it takes to get, and there's a lot of parallels for us, so that's always big to hang our hats on.
And coming here with CJ too. You guys both coming in here this season, so there's some familiarity there with CJ coming in from Minnesota as well.
Jordan Hicks.
Jordan Hicks. I'm sorry.
Jordan Hicks.
Let me explain it. Let me explain why that happened. There are two linebackers from Southwest Ohio. Okay. Jordan Hicks, who played at Lakota West.
Yeah.
C.J. Hicks, who played at Kettering-Altrincham, which is both outside of Dayton.
Okay.
Jordan Hicks was coveted by Ohio State, signed at Texas. C.J. Hicks currently plays at Ohio State.
Okay.
So there's your cross. That explains.
Totally explains.
Jordan
Hicks.
Now,
by the way, that could have all been made up, and it would have
all of
believed
those
it 100%.
things are true. All of those things are true. Jordan Hicks comes with you from Minnesota, so familiarity there too.
Yeah. I really like Hicks. You know, we got together and we have, you know, some mutual connections, and we got pretty close over our year in Minnesota. So it's nice to be back with him too.
I like what he did. I'm just going to call him Hicks then. So
Hicks.
Screwed up when
there
we
you go.
to him.
It's easy. Hakeem, what's one thing, you know, with Browns fans, you come to this team, you play offensive line. In the NFL, you're always in helmets. You know, people don't get really to know you. What's one thing that you want Browns fans just to know about you? It doesn't even have to be football related at all, but something when they see you out on the field that you want them to have in the back of their mind when they watch Hakeem Adeniji play for the Cleveland Browns.
I just want them to see the dedication. Like, you know, I'm a person that puts a lot into everything I do, and so you know, when it comes to anything in life, but you know, especially football, just being, you know, my craft is something that, you know, I'm gonna take very seriously and put everything into it and give everything I have every day and try to pour that into my teammates as well.
Welcome to Cleveland, man.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much
to be in
for
Cleveland.
taking the time. We appreciate you a great deal.